If there was ever a frame to start this video on, it's a very sobering frame, right? It's one of those situations where, like, you know, you take a few days in between playing the last episode to this episode, and I never would have guessed we'd be fighting alongside Eito again, because that is indeed what is happening. We are fighting alongside Eito again. Hello, Baby Gang says, this is Calvin, also known as Romer, and this is my first ever playthrough of The Last Defense Academy. We're on the second scenario now, day 82. At least we don't need to worry about him turning on this time, I think. Funnily enough, we can say this, right? And I genuinely believe... Okay, I you know what? I don't want to say it because I feel like I fell for it twice already, you know? You know what I mean? I don't want to, like, fall for it again. So maybe, like, in my mind now I fall for it, but I won't say it outright. So everyone forget that I'm falling for it again, okay? All of you guys black it out your mind. I never said anything, okay? Let's do a retake. This is what I'm actually going to say. I don't trust him one bit. There you go. Keep that in. Editor, who is me, keep that in, okay? Cut out the other part. I have to stop dwelling on Eito. I should figure out what I'm going to do today instead. Oh, free time? Interesting. So, this is something I kind of like figured out through playing, but it's a situation where someone confirmed this in the comments, and I'm very, very grateful that they confirmed this in the comments. What is happening now is that we're getting like bonding events for each character that are like secret bonding events. And they only happen, I think, once you figure out the truth of what's happened in the second scenario and all this stuff. So you can actually get extra bonding events for other characters that have already got their max bonding rank. So the example would be someone like Kaku or Gaku, right? So I actually think that it might be a very fun thing to get those max bonding ranks. Now, the only thing is I worry about, and I hope that we can actually go back at some point and get the actual bonding ranks at some point. And I think it's again, we talk about motivators to come back to a game. I sometimes like leaving motivators to come back to a game, like, you know, and that's definitely one of them, right? That's definitely one of them. Is the idea of coming back and getting other bonding ranks and stuff as well. Snack Skeleton was the one that Gaku liked, right? So, again, I think we were working on... We got Hiroko's max rank, which is like the new special max rank. We got Ima's max rank. We got... who else did we get max rank with? We got Nozomi's special one, too. Yeah, and Tsubasa's max rank as well. So, I think now... Oh, we've Eito again! We should definitely get Eito's. We should definitely get Eito's, by the way. Just story-wise. But I hope you don't mind... Wait, no, okay. Here's the thing, right? I'm torn. Because story-wise, I feel like I want to get Eito's. Yes, 100%. I also haven't gone seen Shion in a bit, so maybe we should see Shion as well, by the way. I don't know if he's hanging around. No? Did I miss all this? I probably missed the short times where you can do... Yeah, that's my bad. Right. Now, we have 20 days left. I think that story-wise, getting Eito's gifts would be the best idea. I think, you know, admiration and love-wise, Gaku and Kaku's ones would be the best one. It's just very, you know, it's like, I don't know how much like free time we have left, because again, if you're thinking about it, there's 18 days left. That means to get both their free times, we need 6, or get both their max rank, we need 6, right? We need 6 free time events. I don't know if we have that. I don't know if we have that. I'm looking up the list of like Eito gifts because yeah, here it is. You know what I mean? I don't know if we have 6 days. Now, if we do, that's great, right? But, like, we might never get a chance to get Gaku's stuff again. We might also never get a chance to get Eito's special max rank, which, again, I think for story-wise makes sense, right? You get what I'm saying? It's like, of course Gaku's, like, I prefer Gaku as a character, right? But story-wise, it makes sense, I think, to get Eito's... if Eito has a list of gifts here. Does he? I don't even know if he has a list. He does. So, you know what I mean? How do I decide this? Because again, it's one like it's to me, it's like the decision is Kaku, Gaku, and Eito. We're not gonna be able to get all their, because you would need, for all of them, you need 9. Right? You need 9. So what if, right? What What if you don't need the full 9? What if you just need like 1? Let's save the game. Let's save the game and see how it goes. Because I'm going to give it to Gaku. And I haven't saved the game. When's the last time I saved the game? What? Was this the last time I saved the game? No, sorry. It's clear 0, clear 2. Here it is. Okay, the last time I saved the game was probably day 47. That's still pretty crazy. That's still pretty crazy. It's the Switch, man. It auto-saves really well. But also, it's the fact that, like, it auto-saves incredibly well. But it's also, like, the fact that if you press the home button on the Switch button, you can literally just leave that there for, like, literally... Like, I have not played this game in about 4 days. And it just leaves it there. Very, very nice. Okay, so let's see. Let's give the snack skeleton to our boy. And see if this works out. See if it gets to the max rank. Off 1 gift. Because I'm wondering if it's just one of those things where you just have to, like...
Whoa! If you're sure I can have it, I'll take it! This is awesome!
There it is. Okay, you just need 1. Then we go for Kaku and Gaku then first.
Dad. Mom.
Oh my god.
My siblings. None of them ever existed?
Can you imagine how much, like, again, their whole personalities are based off their past, right? Just like a lot of people are. Like, where you grow up kind of develops your not your personality, but, like, I guess the way you, like, you see the world, perceive the world, act in the world, which, again, it can be your personality as well. Oh, no!
What a joke! What was I fighting for all this time?
No, don't say that.
Although, that also means I was never really poor or in debt, right?
Gaku. Yeah, I mean, like, technically, yes, you were never actually, like, in debt. And these people just implanted memories in your mind that you were struggling and working multiple jobs to take care of kids. That's why everyone at that academy needs to be punished. Because you're saying, I want to make it clear, there's nothing wrong, right? And I'm like, as like a social thing, like, I would never, like, do the whole thing of, like, oh, this class is, like, you guys know that. You don't have to say that, like, oh, this class is better than this class. Not at all. It's a load of ridiculousness, like, to even, like, have the, like, classism in any way, right? But it's not that, like, oh, like, if you know, anyone would look down at you for being in debt. It's more of a fact of just, like, it is anyone who has been in debt would tell you. It's like easy. I don't even know why I have to say this. Everyone knows this. It's not fun. It's not fun at all. It's stressful. It's terrifying. And, like, you see this here as well, like with Gaku, like the relief of like imagine this. That's how, like, scary debt is, and that's how scary, like, not knowing when your next paycheck's gonna be, is the fact that Gaku has found out that all of this is fake, and one of his priorities is, oh my god, I don't have to pay on it back.
That's cool, I guess. But I just...
Wow.
Can't imagine going back to a home without them there.
And that's the thing we found out earlier in the game as well, that Gaku is a character who, like, while he, like, in his mind scorns his foster siblings, he also adores them. You know what I mean? And it's such a natural story to have a character who's like, man, I hate that I've had to be the one that had to take care of these kids, but I love them anyway, you know? It's such a realistic approach to it.
I'll use my reward to live a happy life. For their sakes as well.
Gaku.
I can't die until that happens. Not until I truly know what it means to live in the lap of luxury.
I know they tried to make him look, like, silly sometimes, but, like, again, whenever he cries, he, like, full on snots and everything, and it's just like, again, realistic. It's so real.
We'll do it together. With our friends. Okay?
Gaku. It's very sad to me. Your problem with Gaku Moroku is strong enough because, like all these memories are tough. They're tough to deal with, right? On their own. But the fact that, like, he now has to come to terms with the fact that he doesn't have, like, these kids who are in his life that he struggled for in his mind weren't actually real. But again, like, just like, oh my god, look at this. It's the favorite character parade. I feel that's so offensive to Shoma. I'm so sorry, Shoma. Honestly, like, I didn't even notice Shoma was there for a second. But yeah, to come to terms with that as well, you have to come to terms with it, but also, like, And you're coming to terms with through your whole journey here, thinking about like, oh, how I'm going to get back to my siblings. I'm fighting for my siblings. I love them, even though like they bring me a lot of stress. And again, it's not them that bring them stress. It's the situation that arises in society that brings them stress, you know? Nobody should ever have to like take care of that many kids at any time. As an older brother, no one should ever have to, work multiple jobs anytime, ever. It shouldn't have to, it's ridiculous. It is one of the most ridiculous things about the world that like it's become like this accepted thing, like, a single mom who works 2 jobs. I'm not even making a joke about it. It's just like it's like one of those things where it's like it shouldn't be like a normalized thing that like it's like, oh yeah, he's such a hard worker, he works 2 jobs. It's like, no, he's being taken advantage of by this like broken system, and it's like he had to deal with that. Working in his mind, he worked multiple jobs. In his mind, he took care of all these kids. In his mind, that he hated that he had to take care of these kids, but at the same time loved them all the same. He scorned his brother that left the foster home to become something different again. They put in his mind that he wasn't a fan, that his brother left them, right? And in his mind, then, he scorned his brother because he left and had a better life, right? And clearly, like, we relate. It's people talking about how you put that in people's minds as a motivator. They put all their memories in the mind as a motivator, and that motivates Gaku to be like, I'm not going to leave anyone behind. It's like so dark when you think of it that way. And now he has to come to terms with that they're not even real, just like everyone else does with their family. But Gaku, in a very, very beautiful way, says like, even if they're not real, I'm going to live the life of luxury for these characters. You know what I mean? It's crazy. It is crazy. When you really think about all the stuff that they put a lot of these characters through. Dark as heck.
Oh wow! I've never received something like this before. I love it.
I forgot to do Gaku's thing, so I'll just say now, Gaku, I got all that stuff in Willy Wonka's factory. He tried to like play a game with me and like act as if he was gonna like, it's like, you won, you passed the test, and he said you can have the factory after I outlasted everybody. But then I just said I just want a snack skeleton, and he's like, why would you want that? And I was like, well, Gaku likes, and he's like, damn it, of course. And for Kaku as well, with this scooter here I got here as well, people have been telling me not to get you scooters, and Ima's been telling me not to get you scooters, so please keep it on the down low. I love Ima and I don't want to upset him. But honestly, when I got this scooter, I went down to the scooter store and I said, look, I've gotten a million scooters from this place. You're going to have to make this last one the best one. And they turned to me and they said, we read your mind. We knew it was for Kaku, the most precious person who ever lived. And yeah, everyone worked together, and it was like a big montage. They even got like, like some strongmen to lift up the bike. It was such a crazy time. Such a crazy time.
Everything I thought I went through was a lie.
Right.
Both the good and the bad. But you're all here with me. My friends that I made here.
Kaku, oh my god. That's like the way Eva was like, I'm so proud to be your friends. Like, oh my god. How far these characters have come. The journey and the character arc that Ima and Kaku have gone on is perfect. I don't want to say it's perfect because that makes it sound like, I hope that, I'm not talking about their past, or I'm talking about like from their from where they were when they started in this school, in terms of their interactions with us from where they are now, and how they've grown to the point that like they not only help out but they give a lot of input, and honestly have like fought for the school as well and fought for us. Now we know obviously like fighting for the school is like kind of like on the wrong side of history and stuff as well, but I'm talking about just like in terms of like their growth with us as friends, right? Because obviously I never want to like glorify the fact that like they shouldn't have to have that past. It's never like, oh, this beautiful journey they went on. It's not that. Their past is really dark, but like just the character arc of like Ima and Kaku not being able to like even speak up, Ima separating himself from the entire group. They eventually like have like some really dark moments with us, and some very emotional moments. Kaku like then starts getting to do more stuff with us, getting to like actually work for herself while also working with her brother. Her brother starts giving more input in conversations. He starts giving all this like different like insight, and like actually really good helpful insight sometimes too, very logical insight at times too. And then like they both when the prisoner escaped from the school that time, and again the prisoner again should have been allowed. We now know the truth behind what the quote unquote prisoners are, the Futurums. they chased after him. It was something they would never have done before that. And now here they are, like with Ima saying not only is he proud to be our friend, but Kaku also saying that I made all these friends here. Like they did go on this massive journey with us, from separate entities in this academy to being actually very close with us.
You're all my first friends.
Oh my god.
You're as precious to me as Ima
No,
is.
don't say that. You're gonna kill me.
So I want to protect you, at the very least.
Oh my god, your presence is enough of a reward for you for anything we've done.
No matter what everyone decides to do, I'll support you.
I know, and that's the thing. That's why you're so precious.
Until the very bitter end, I'll stand by you because I love all of you.
It's so tough because obviously like the situation we're in right now is not ideal, and like obviously like it wouldn't have been my choice of what we chose to do in the end in terms of like, you know, fighting for quote unquote humanity. But like I just love that Kaku like has like really found people that she cares about, you know what I mean? Especially like with the past that was implanted in her now. She has people she looks up to. She adores Takumi. Like, and I think it is like a great admiration for someone who is like a great leader as well. And she stands up for herself as well. Like I adore how far she's come. Really great stuff. This like, oh my god, guys, these special rank 5s are fantastic.
At ease, soldiers.
Oh, I forgot it's like different.
Another day of get some shut-eye.
Not a fan of Saray. Me and Saray don't get along very well. Another day gone. The impact of Eito's insane actions this morning hit way too hard. I hope I don't dream about them. I hope I don't dream about that. I pray for a peaceful night as I dozed off. Whew, peaceful night. I'm like waiting for like the you know, the alarm.
Stand tall with your glory to the
like, and the thing is like you guys know I've been waiting for the past like week in this game where I'm like tensing up every morning already. Whenever I close my eyes, the image of Eito flashed in my mind, so I didn't get a lot of sleep. And that's the thing, like it's totally normal for us still to be nervous about what Eito's intentions are. Did we do the right thing by accepting him? I'm not so sure anymore. Well, nothing I can do about it now. I better get to the cafeteria. Yeah, like, it makes sense that you would be pretty worried about that now. At least from my perspective. And he showed this, like, massive gesture of something that, like, something I wish he would never do because he shouldn't have to do it. And, like, I think 100% it makes sense that people have a lack of trust for him, right? Especially like Hiroko, what she said was so true, which is like, hey, like, I don't want to die again. You told me he killed me. It's very normal for him to look upon Eito and be like, no, I don't want to trust him. And I think it's even normal for him not to be able to sleep thinking what Eito's going to do. But as I was saying, like, even last time, I think that whole gesture of, like, you know, stomping on his own eyes and taking out his own eyes, while it shows, like, a great dedication to our group and dedication to us, at the same time, it also, to me, personally, it's something that like wouldn't have happened if they didn't do all that crazy stuff that they did with his mind and mess up his mind. All the stuff that he did and all the stuff that he decided to do, his mind, the way it was kind of messed up and how he was going to, like, you know, wanted to kill everyone, it is literally a result of what the academy has done to him. You know, it all is. And again, I don't want to make it like a thing where I'd ever excuse that, you know what I mean? As we talked, I said last, you guys know I wouldn't. I said last time that, like, you know, like, it's still wrong what he did, and it's still, from the perspective of the academy members, it's wrong for them as well to have to, you know, to be able to expect them to, like, fully trust Eito right away. It's definitely wrong, but I do think that you need to acknowledge that like what happened to him is that he is a mega victim of the academy. Talking, good morning. Did you sleep last night? I hardly got a wink. Every time I remembered Eito did to himself, I woke up. Yeah, how could you get that out of your mind? It's not just a treacherous thing. It's also like the traumatic aspect of it. I'm thinking about it again. I sure hope I can keep my food down today. Yeah, like that's the thing as well. It was a crazy moment with her hand covering around Tsubasa slowly meandered over to the cafeteria. Because I think as well, like, you know, someone might say, well, they kill creatures all the time and they've like absorbed human anima. I think that also like has messed with their heads, but also they are like, you know, they have their own emotions and they are only, I'm gonna say they're only human even though they're part Futurum, but like legitimately, like, how could you not be affected by that? You know what I mean? It would be impossible. You'd be thinking about it forever. You've been thinking about it constantly. At least, I think most people would. Is Eito here? He is here. Oh my god, every time I see it, man. The moment I stepped into the cafeteria, a beaming smile greeted me. Oh, Takumi, good morning. I was just thinking you were due to show up soon. How did you know it was me? Are you sure you can't see? I must be getting used to being blind. I used to walk around with my eyes closed when I didn't want to see anyone, so I had something of a head start. That is so dark. So in his mind, not only did, like, because of, like, they also imply, like, either he's talking about the academy or he's, well, he has to be talking about his past, because the academy he didn't get to walk around. I suppose it was only implanted memory, but it certainly felt real to me. That's okay. What if you believe is the truth, even if it's like, yeah, he says implanted memory. So they implanted the memory of him, like, having to walk around with his eyes closed. That's so dark. That's so dark. Nobody wants to hear that from you. Honestly, you can tell Saray off anytime you want. Unfortunately, my nasal membranes have healed on me. I can smell the stench of rotting garbage smeared in spoiled milk coming from all of you again. Like, that's, like, spoiled milk alone is a horrible smell. And it's a lingering, like, oh, what is that, you know? And that smell also, like, is so bad that it becomes, like, new every 5 seconds. I also have to make a point of burning them. No, please do not. Jesus, can we find a different solution? Can we find a different solution? Can we like legit, I know this sounds very silly. Could we like make like a necklace that has like a clove of garlic or something very strong smelling, like a piece of soap or something you can just tie up to under his nose or something. You know what I mean? I know it sounds like really silly, but I'm actually being serious. Like something that you can like just constantly smell that stuff. And I want you to know I'll do anything for you, hideous people. How about I'll bring you all your breakfast this morning? You don't mind, do you? Just sit down. Please just sit down. Don't worry about it. Of course you mind.
Hey!
I already let him get mine. Eito's special selection is pretty good. I'll be alright without breakfast. I can't trust my murderer with my meals. And again, totally fair from Hiroko. Totally fair. I didn't let myself get poisoned either. Screw this. I'm going to eat in my room alone. Yeah, it's creating tension. I'm with Takamaru. I'm going to eat in my room too. Oh my god, it's creating big tensions, creating a rift. Oh, Tsubasa. I'm worked up today. I don't think I can eat anything anyway. It's a big deal. It's a really big deal. Watch your back, Takumi. Don't go trust this guy so easily. It's not trust at all, Gaku. I trust that he probably won't betray us again. But, you know, I don't know. But I'm very grateful that Gaku is still looking out for us. Look who stayed. The 5 of them left the cafeteria without another word. Totally fair. Totally freaking fair. Well, that was a fair reaction. You shouldn't trust a proven traitor. It's fair because 100% Hiroko was literally murdered by Eito in the previous timeline. You know what I mean? No matter what. And you can say, oh, well, it's a different timeline. It's still like the same people implanted into different timelines. I know that the law has changed, but like, again, Hiroko was the one that was killed. You know? Legitimately.
Hey!
You're not the person I want to hear that from.
Oh.
Anyway, I'll bring breakfast for the rest of you, so take a seat if you will. I'll do it, Eito. Even if you're already used to being unable to see, I'll carry everyone's meals as a tall order. It's quite alright. You can sit down too, Nozomi. Allow me. Practically humming, Eito made his way straight to the Rationomatic. He worked so efficiently it was hard to believe he couldn't see. I don't like this. I better keep an eye on him. Can we keep an eye on you too? You know? Keep an eye on you too at this stage. Eito's more part of the group than you are, Saray, at this stage. Eito sure is in a good mood. Honestly, I get why they don't trust him. It's barely been a day. It's hard to know how to react to all this. But there's nothing weird in this food. I don't know what this half-raw thing is, but it's pretty good. Half-raw? Oh, Mr. Suki gave me that too. The smell is intense. Whatever it is, I think I'd like it better if it's a bit more salty sweet. Is it a little flavorous? What's this? What is it? But there's something nostalgic about it. Is it the taste of table scraps? I knew we should have stopped him. The moment I stood up, it happened. Hey, Suki, you're cutting around. No! I thought I felt something tingling. The bread is soaked in blood. Well, whatever. Let's just call it a new kind of jelly. I told you it was a bad idea. Sorry for the trouble. Eito, just stay put. This isn't getting us anywhere. I know what you want everyone to accept you, but still. Sumo, disruption in teamwork could be our death now. Help Otsuki get settled in, okay? Why me? You're the one who decided to let him join, right? Are your team and your team leader? I think the team leader thing makes sense. I think it's actually very true in this case. If you're going to let someone join the group, and I felt this way about Ava, by the way, as well, when she joined the group, making her feel the most comfortable is the best way you can do this. Yes, the lack of trust for Eito makes perfect sense, but if you're going to have him join the group, having him integrate into the group is vital, right? And if we decided that, we have to do that. You know what I mean? It's just end of, right? We can disagree with Eito joining the group. We can not like Eito joining the group, but now that we made a decision for him to join the group, we have to integrate him. It's the same thing as like if you hire someone who like you're not a big fan of, but they have the like qualifications or something like that, right? And you hire someone and then you don't teach them the ropes. It's like, you hired them. It's like, yeah, I hired them because like we had to. We need the numbers. It's like, yeah, but you did it. You have to help them integrate now. You know, it just makes sense. I'm kind of starting to flounder like this. He was cleaning the school this morning and broke a ton of stuff. Thanks for your help, team leader. You gotta be kidding. After everything he's done, he's getting others to trust him will be no small. Yes, 100%. 100%. We left Story to patch Eito up and return to our rooms. I just fully believe that Takumi should be the one to help him integrate. Again, I can disagree with Eito being part of the group, you know? But he's part of the group now. Letting Eito rejoin the team was my decision, so I can't just let things fester. Exactly. Of course, Takumi's taking this approach. Of course he is. We always trust Takumi to do that. Maybe I could plan some event where Eito and the others can open up to each other. Interesting. I guess I better talk to the resident event expert then. Gaku? I doubt he'll jump at the chance, but we might as well try. Are we actually going to talk to... Yes, we're going to talk to Gaku. Gaku's planned some really amazing moments in this game. Gaku is... down here, yes. I rang Gaku's doorbell. Shortly after, an irritated-looking face popped out from the inside. It's you, Takumi. What do you want? I suppose she's your angel. I need your advice about something. Can we talk? What a pain. Whatever, get in here. Gaku reluctantly waved me in as I stepped into his room. Whoa, it's filthy in here and it reeks. Usually I only like girls in here, so none of the girls will come in here, not even if their lives depended on it. I love that, like, that is like such like a, like there was totally people like that, like when I was younger as well, who were like, you know, like it's like yeah, I only like talk to girls online, you know. It's like dude, do you talk to anyone? You know what I mean? Do you talk to anybody? That's very funny.
Yeah.
So what did you want to ask me about? It's like this. I explained the situation to Gaku. An event for Eito? I love it. Yeah. Yeah, right. No freaking way. Why would I do anything for that traitor? Well, I figured you'd say that. But I don't know what else to do, but you're so good at this kind of thing. So you're really the only one I can count on. I'm your only hope? Oh my god, this rare, adorable face, by the way. Perhaps I can get him on board. Exactly, who else can I ask to handle something so important? It's got to be the guy everyone loves and counts on to bring to the party. Oh my god, this is going to get him so hard. He's done. No, the others have the... Oh my god, he's done. No, the others have the charisma to put on an event like you do, Gaku. He's done. Oops, was that too much?
Well, why didn't you say so, my man?
God.
I got charisma to spare.
The thing is, like, 110%, like, I knew it, like, you can't, it's never too much with Gaku. Look at them. Look at it. Look at this. Look at his face. Look at his face. It's never too much with Gaku, because Gaku will legitimately, not even joking, like, constantly just, like, you know, be very, like, no, I'm trying to look for the word here that's right. He loves praise and admiration, and he wants to be acknowledged, right? Which is nothing wrong with that whatsoever. But he definitely loves to be acknowledged, 100%. I was gonna, because a lot of people might say the word, oh, like he's like very like, you could say someone's like self-centered if they react like this, but I don't think he's self-centered when his whole past is about like helping out kids, and he's taken on multiple jobs for them, you know. But yeah, I no doubt that this is gonna work. Got him, like shooting fish in a barrel. I'll come up with something. Can you bring me some stuff to work with? Oh, we're going on exploration. You need materials, huh? Sure, what you need. For now, grill, charcoal, and gas canister. I guess I'll let you know if there's anything else. Damn, dude, you guys are hopeless. Can't even have a little shindig without your boy Gaku. Your boy Gaku. Right, I appreciate it. No, but legitimately though, like, it's true. He is the event planner. He's done amazing events. He's always like setting up stuff that is really, really nice, you know? I never imagined Gaku would buy into that idea easily. I didn't. As soon as you started praising Gaku, I didn't doubt it. Because again, it's from his personality. He's a character who like grew up without acknowledgement, works so hard without actually like seeing any like true reward in terms of like a praise or a monetary value. Yes, he gets the reward of like seeing his siblings happen. He loves that. But like it makes sense that like he's a character then that would be like so susceptible to praise, you know, which is a little bit sad, you know what I mean? Because then like it's like, okay, that wins you over that easily, you know. Well, I'll leave the rest to him while we go get the materials he needs. I also want to say as well, like they do this thing constantly with Takumi, that like, you know, we talk about he's like literally like not a perfect protagonist in any way, shape, or form. You know what I mean? Even now, like he's doing a bit of manipulation, you know, even though it's like a very low level manipulation. I'm like I can't speak this morning, but it still is like you know, he's tried to get around Gaku in that way too. But you know, they never claimed that he was a perfect character. Takumi, what are you doing? If you have a moment, I could use your help. I was thinking about holding a tasting party. I'll come up with all kinds of new recipes. Oh yeah? Sorry, I have something to do. That sounds so great. No, come on. Oh, that's too bad. No, I agree to it. Okay, I'm deleting the game if we're not allowed to do this. Oh, we have a system update? I don't care. I'm deleting the game if we don't get to do the tasting party. Guys, I'm sorry. Calvin, but the food hurts people's brains and it nearly killed characters before. Suck it up! Suck it up! I'd eat Kaku's food. This food is horrible. Suck it up! Oh! That smells like you, Takumi? Hey, Eito. What are you doing here, Eito? I just thought I'd wait here in case someone needs to explore outside. I can lend them a hand. Exploring with Eito? Lend them a hand, but you... Oh, don't worry about me. Saray gave me an infuser. Oh, there we go. He's part of the team. I can fight with you guys for real now. He's part of the team. You must be making a strange face. I can tell without even seeing you. Honestly, like a good guess. More importantly, are you going to exploring? Take me with you.
Hey!
Last time I went outside the school with you, you ambushed and abandoned me in the wasteland. Oh, that was him in the end, right? Wasn't it? He hit him with the pipe. I did? Maybe I mistook you for an invader. No. You did not mistake me for a Futurum. You hit me with a pipe. You hit me with a pipe. I won't make that mistake again, so relax. I want to make up for what I've done by helping you now. Fine, but if you do anything weird, I'm ditching you. Thank you, Takumi. You're so nice. Too nice, even. Honestly, like, I don't know.
Hey!
Sheesh. We'll go exploring. But yeah, like, as I said, I may not agree, or you may not agree, or people may not agree with bringing Eito back onto the team, right? But the fact remains, right? No matter what, he is part of the team now. We decided that. So that's it. So my decision making here, we always go like, sometimes we go story wise when it's a story beat here as well. I'm going to bring Nozomi. Reason being is that like she is trying to make it work with Eito as well. And I'll explain what I mean here in a second as well. And I think then I'll bring Moko because she's also like would be very protective of Nozomi as well, right? I'm not gonna bring the twins because again, if like, you know, it's one of those situations where like, how do I say it? Like, whilst they didn't leave the cafeteria when Eito was there and they ate Eito's food, I always just have such a soft spot for like protecting them sometimes. I'm just like, look, stay here. Yugumu didn't want to be around him. Hiroko didn't want to be around him now. Takamaru didn't want to be around him right now. Tsubasa didn't want to be around him right now. Shoma we could probably bring as well. Like it wouldn't be that big of a deal either. But I just think this like in story-wise, I like doing story-wise when it comes to these type of things. It makes sense that Nozomi and Moko would join up with us because then Nozomi would be very like wise, but also very, very you know, kind when it came to all this stuff. But Moko as a character would then also like, you know, be very kind and generous, but would protect Nozomi no matter what. You know what I mean? So we can say that there. Does that make sense?
Time to get moving.
There's no way I was bringing Hiroko. You know what I mean? That would have been fair on Hiroko. I always forget that this takes a bit to load because they are loading basically a different game every time, you know what I mean? These like, it's like a whole different like franchise when they go into here, you know? So what's our objective? Are you looking for anything in particular? Yeah, I'm looking for a grill, charcoal, and gas canister. I don't think they'll be too hard to find, though. Then I'll look with you. Oh, wait, I don't have any eyes. I can't look for anything. It's okay, I'll look for it. Don't worry. Are you trying to be funny? That's the kind of a hard bit for you to play off. He said, I don't know if I can yes and this at all. And again, that is totally Eito's character, by the way, and I'm not surprised he's doing those types of jokes, because Eito seems like the type of character that would, like, you know, even if anyone else is feeling a little bit uncomfortable, he's gonna try to make himself feel comfortable making all these jokes, you know. Yeah, we'll skip the exploration. The pacing in this game is so incredible now that it lets you do this. It's one of the best decisions they ever made in this game. That's not the exploration isn't fun. Talking with this means we have everything you were looking for, right? Yeah, we better head back. It was nice to breathe fresh air after so long. Even it is air from the ruins of destroyed by humanity's war of conquest. It's true. That's what it was. That's what they are. Did you need to remind me of that? Honestly, like, we need to know that for to our dying day, that's what we have to remember. You know, it's horrible, but that's what we have to remember. That's what we did. That's what we're about to do. Walking around Bling is more exhausted. Walking around Bling? Did they mean blind? Yeah, no, it's a typo. It's more exhausting than I thought. Pardon me, I'm gonna go head back to my cage. Good night, Takumi. See you tomorrow. Eito left with a grin on his face. He really did help me. Yep. He's got a mile-long rap sheet, but maybe I can put some faith in him after all. I better get some rest too. I can always give this stuff to Gaku tomorrow. Exhausted from my exploration, I went back to my room to sleep. Yeah, the Eito whole story is like, it's one of the most interesting stories in the whole game. What they've been able to accomplish with that story.
Get for you, stand glory to.
Yeah, and there's not gonna be I don't think there's gonna be a battle now because we have to give these items to Gaku and stuff like that. Day 84. The end isn't too far off now. Yes, 16 days. When will Vesh's attack, and how large the force will she bring with her? These past few days have been peaceful and calm, but it's also feels eerie. We've come this far. We'll just have to figure it out. I better give this loot from yesterday to Gaku. I actually think we might actually finish this game this week, possibly, or maybe by next Monday. Like this route, I mean. Possibly. And if we don't, oh my god, how are you? If we don't, I blame society. Kaku, are you busy? If you have a moment, I'd appreciate your help. Sure? I want to have a tasting party at Convert, but yes, we're doing it. Sorry, Kaku. No, we're doing it. What a pity. No, we're doing it right now. Game. Whenever I give my final rating to this game, I'm gonna have to dock it like 3 points for that. I rang Gaku's doorbell. Sorry guys, it's getting docked down 3 points. After a short wait, the door slowly opened. Yo, Takumi, come on in. At his urging, I stepped inside Gaku's grubby room. It's lived in. It's lived in.
Yeah.
Well, how'd it go? You got what I asked for? Love the tracks in this game. What's the name of this track, by the way? This is everything, right? I quickly handed Gaku everything I found that day before. Yeah, that's the stuff. Not bad. You didn't waste any time. Look at this, Angel.
Yeah.
Next time I need a saw and lumber. I'm counting on you. There's more? Why are you griping? I'm racking my brain for party ideas because you asked me to. So that's whining and more gathering materials for my big event. Yep, true. Look at this. Look at that. Angel.
Hey.
Okay, I'm going. The late bird doesn't get the worm. It gets scolded for its bad work ethic. Hurry up. Oh my god, from experience as well. I heard you the first time. Man, I'm only doing this because Saray told me to get everyone to trust Eito. I had a quick breakfast to fuel up and decided to set out again. With my resolve firmed up, I made my way to the entrance hall. We're going to have more Eito here as well. Possibly. Is that you talking to me? I kind of expected it, and sure enough, Eito was there again. Are you going outside again today? Take me with you. I'm always on the lookout to make myself useful to everybody. I've done most of the cleaning already, and I've been banned from serving in the cafeteria. This is very dark to me. While like it's played off in some comedic moments, but that's Last Defense Academy. They will have like dark comedy sometimes as well. This is a very dark situation to me. You know what I mean? The fact that this character's like, I cleaned up everywhere. I did all this stuff, and it's like you literally ripped out your eyes a few days ago. By all accounts, you shouldn't even be standing here. You know. alive. Not that I'm not saying I would have killed him, but I'm saying, like, you know, all the stuff that he's gone through at this stage. I'll accompany you even if you refuse me. I'll follow your scent to the end of the world. Oh, Eito. Fine, you can help me. Thank you, Takumi. As much as I loathe you, I'm starting to like you more and more with each passing day. Again, bring this crew here.
Move out.
What are you looking for today? A saw and lumber. I don't think this will be too hard to find either. They don't have any sort of scent though, so I won't be able to find them. I'll help wherever I can, but you'll have to take care of the actual searching, Takumi. Yeah, that was my plan from the start. So once again, we have to, we're gonna skip the exploration. We're gonna skip the exploration, right? It just works so well. Now we have the saw and lumber we need. Impressive, Takumi. Yeah, whatever. Let's get back to the school. It's so fun going out with a friend like this. Almost like a picnic. I can't see the city humanity destroyed, so I'm imagining a beautiful fields as I walk. Oh my god. Again, every phrase that he utters, it just makes my like my skin crawl. Not in a way of like it's like, oh, like this is like disgusting. I mean in more of a way of just like, this is one of the darkest, like most harrowing stories or story arcs for a character I've ever seen. Eito always takes things too far. It's so hard to have a normal conversation with him. It's so dark to me though. It's like, oh, I've seen these, even if he's joking, I see these beautiful fields. It's like, oh my god, you know what you did a few days ago? Phew, I'm glad we made it back in one piece, but it really wears on my nerves. Going out when I can't see. I'm going to go ahead and rest now. This was fun, Takumi. Was it? Weird. He seemed like he really meant that. It seems so. It seems like he's having a good time. The Eito I'd been spending the past few days with isn't the Eito I once knew. The guy who pretended to be kind so he could trick us. The guy who later showed us how insane he was. The guy who hated humanity so much he joined the invaders. Can I say that, like, joined the Futurums, but can I say that, like, the reason why you think he's different from the Eito that was pretending to be kind is because the one that was pretending to be kind was over the top. This Eito is being helpful, but at the same time, too, he's also injecting his own dark, like, comedy and his own original personality into this as well. Like, it feels very real in a way, you know? The Eito here now isn't any of those. I've never seen this side of him before. I still can't forgive him for what he's done, but Eito is clearly changing and growing into a different person than the one who betrayed us. I hope by the end of this, though, we can acknowledge that, like, the Academy is the true, like, reason that Eito is even like this. I hope we can acknowledge that, because that's what's happened. Maybe I really can't put my trust in him. Despite myself, I couldn't get Eito out of my mind, and I fell asleep while still thinking about him. You know what I mean? It's like one of those situations where, like, it's like, yes, like, the personal gripes that everyone has with him is totally fair. But at the same time, also, I think it's totally fair to just acknowledge that, like, the reason he even is even close to even thinking like this, he was driven to do this, is because of the people of the General Hospital. And because of the people in the head of the Academy, the leaders of this world. They have literally driven someone to be to rip out their own eyes. That's what they did. But I get the stuff I collect over to Gaku. That's what happened. I'm like, there's no... she's here again. I have to have a tasting fire. Come up a bunch of... Okay. Yeah, no. They're doing the same thing over and over again. Please just let her do it. Please just let her do it. Are you not interested? I am interested. It's not that I'm not interested. Oh, it's different. I just have something I need to do right now. Sorry. I see. You don't secretly hate my food, do you? You tell me if you did right, I would never hate anything that you created. Yeah, of course. So there's different... Oh, because we have to talk to her maybe every day? Because it changed. I swear to God, if we do not do her tasting, if we upset her in any way, I'm gonna be so upset. I rang Gaku's doorbell. I'm gonna be so upset. A scream came from the other side of the door?
Somebody! Help me!
What? What? What's wrong? I heard he flung the door open and rushed inside. What is happening?
I got you good, dude!
Gaku, I'm relieved that you are safe, right? I'm relieved, right? I'm gonna chalk this up to you like not having like a lot of social experience from your memories either. But we're in a situation now where like people have died here and like I legit thought that you were that something was happening to you. I'm glad you're safe, but like my heart was pounding.
You should have seen your face! It was priceless!
Yeah! I was terrified. I was terrified something happened to you. Dreamy pulled the same prank on me way back. I've been waiting to pay it forward someone else ever said. Oh my god. I love Dreamy with all of my heart. I want to say that right now. She's absolutely incredible. But that means she did this on the first, like, what, like 8 days? Because didn't she die in the first 8 days? That means she did this in the first 8 days to someone she didn't even know. But Gaku, I'm gonna say this right now. I love Darumi. She's fantastic. She's hilarious. But don't take your social advice from Darumi, okay?
Yeah.
Did you bring what I asked for? You got it all? Again, I want him to play pranks. I want him to do jokes. I want everyone to have fun, right? Like, especially if they're like fun pranks, right? I was just genuinely worried for a second that something happened to Gaku, you know? I know, like, I don't know. That was a genuine moment of, like, you know what I thought was going to happen? I thought we were going to walk in. Two things I thought was going to happen. I thought we were going to walk in and, like, somehow an invader got in there, right? Not an invader, sorry. Futurum, like, one of the smaller grunts got in there, right? But I also thought that maybe Eito was going to be there as well. And he was, like, scaring Gaku by accident. You know, there's, like, I didn't know what was happening. I was so worried about the situation. I'm glad you're okay. I am.
Hey!
Yeah, here. I briskly shoved everything I'd gathered into Gaku's hands. There we go, not bad. You're starting to impress me. Thank you, Gaku. And I'm realizing I'm giving you too much credit. Okay, I'll take it from here. This event's gonna pop all the way off, man. I hope so. What are you planning anyway? Oh, come on. An event this special's gotta be a surprise. I trust Gaku's skills. I do trust Gaku's skills. It'll be fine. Just trust the process. I promise everyone will have a blast. Okay, the rest's in your hands then. With that, I left Gaku's room. I've done what I need to do. The rest is up to Gaku, so I guess I'll have to go to the cafeteria for now. Oh, we're going to the cafeteria. Okay. Welcome, Sumino. Good morning to you. Morning. Where's Eito? Takamaru and the others are being so mean. They chased Eito out of the cafeteria and told him not to come back until he was done clean. Oh, man. You threw him out? What do you expect me to do? That asshole can't be trusted. This is a rough situation. This is a really rough situation. Because again, as I said, it's not wrong for them not to trust him. It's so like accurate that they wouldn't trust him, right? For sure. But I just have this, I have the mentality of now that we've let him join the group, we have to let him integrate. Not like he doesn't have to be friends with anyone. They don't have to be friends, 100%, right? But like, I feel like now it's if we made the decision to have him join the group, then like we have to like, it's so tough. It's so tough because I don't want to say it because like, again, I don't fault any character for being like, get out of here. I don't trust you because of what he did originally, but it's still very tough because I feel like now that he's joined the group, he like we have to have him integrate in some way. I'll respect your decision if I beside him if I must, but I'm not going to forgive him just like that. Yes, and that's totally fair. That's totally fair. Even during battle, I'll act assuming he's an enemy. It's entirely possible he may still have connections with them. Totally, 100% fair. So fair. Him with the invaders, I really doubt that. Plenty has happened that we really doubted before. I don't want any more nasty surprises. Again, totally fair. There's nothing about this that is unfair. Right? Their lack of trust is so founded. I'm not, again, like I said, I'm not trying to say they have to forgive him or be friends with him at all. Like, I just, like, again, know that, like, at this stage, once he made the decision to have him join, I still think it's like, okay, get your breakfast, Eito. Eat your food. if there's a battle, you have to be ready as well. We put you in this team as, you know what I mean? But again, I'm not faulting these characters either. You know, we decided he was part of the team. At that point, then he like, I don't know. I want to know what you guys think about this, really. Because for me personally, I don't fault these characters whatsoever for feeling this way. Hiroko was literally murdered in a different timeline by Eito. I'm not expressing what I'm trying to say about like because again, to put a pin in it, they don't have to be friends with Eito. They do not have to trust Eito. I don't trust Eito right now fully, right? You don't have to. You also don't have to be nice to him right now, 100%, right? But what I think I was just saying is just like, let him get his breakfast, because again, if there's a fight coming up, we chose for him to fight alongside us. We made that decision. I made that decision. So I'd like him to still get like benefits of being part of like a war. You know what I mean? If that makes sense. I know there's no benefits of war. It's not a war, it's an invasion. You know what I mean? But you get what I'm saying. But if Eito wanted to betray us, I think he would have done it already, like when we were all depressed after finding out the truth. He could have easily attacked then. Kaku, I said this before. If Eito has a plan to betray us, it started on like day 60 and it's already in motion. It's already happened, basically. We can't stop it now if it did happen. I strongly agree with Kaku on this. I doubt he would crush his own eyeballs just to deceive us. He probably crushed me like a cockroach onto his heel instead. I didn't trust him either, but over the last couple of days I've been thinking. Stop it. You're free to believe him all you want, but the least you can do is let us have our doubts. You were like 100%, 100%. Or are you planning on exercising your rights as team leader to deprive us of even that? Hiroko, this is very, here's the thing, I do like that as a story beat, this makes perfect sense that Hiroko's like this, and I do like that she's gone from being like, we'll respect every decision you make, to being like, oh, you're gonna use your team leader rights against us, right? Because again, she's upset, she's worried, she's nervous. It makes sense. She's not like a perfect character. Nobody's perfect. Nobody's gonna have like perfect emotions all the time. That's rich come from you. When you were team leader, you were practically a dictator. She did say she's gonna kick people out. Well, that's long in the past now. And Takumi would not force anyone to do anything. We only have 15 days left. We shouldn't be falling apart now. How about a nice tight little huddle? No. We're not doing that. Give it a rest. We really are coming apart. I wonder if it was a mistake to let Eito join us after all. This is the consequences. There's consequences to every choice you make. And the consequences here is that, rightly so, people don't trust him. And now he's still going to be like a character that like is like basically like on the out with a lot of these characters. And even the characters that trust him are kind of like, yeah, well, if you're going to do it, you do it by now, you know? We only have so much time left, just 15 days now, for better or for worse. I shouldn't dwell into things too much. I can't control. I'm better off getting prepared for our next battle. I cannot read this morning. Okay, we're going to do some Eito free time stuff. Yeah, like, it's tough. It's tough for me, honestly. As I said, like, I feel like I could talk about it forever, guys. But you guys know my feelings. It's their right to not trust Eito, their right to have their feelings about Eito. But I'm like, let him get his breakfast. You know what I mean? Let him get his breakfast. We decided that this guy who ripped out his own eyes, that's also a victim of the academy, is going to fight alongside us. As soon as we made that decision, he gets like some of the benefits from being a part of like our force. You know what I mean? That again, it's so difficult because I have to like always reiterate. That doesn't mean they have to forgive him. They don't. They can be, and that doesn't mean they have to be nice to him. It doesn't mean that at all. It's so tough. It's so tough. So I think Eito likes the book cover. I think so. Let me get the gift thing up again. Sorry about that. I let it drop because I didn't know we'd have another free time event in this thing because I thought we'd go straight to like the event. So let me get this up again. Yeah, it's a very tough situation. It is very tough. But I'm trying to navigate it the best I can. Right? For sure. I'm not going to be perfect at navigating this. I'm trying to get up the list here. That commenter lovingly gave me this now as well. Yeah, I think he likes the book cover. Okay. Wait, you know why? No. I sorry. I was saying like, oh, maybe it's because we gave it to him before. I don't think we did. We didn't give any gifts to Eito before because he wasn't a part of the. Oh no, we did probably. Yes, we did. We did.
You truly understand me, Takumi. You've turned my hate
Oh my
into love.
god! But I think we gave him gifts in the first route to upgrade our mathematics and stuff, right? That's crazy. You turned my hate into love. Yeah, the Eito situation is going to be one of the most complicated things ever. It's one of the darkest stories ever. It's one of the hardest things to navigate for any person. Can you imagine like how hard it is for me to navigate this as someone who's playing the game? Imagine how hard it is for the people in the game. Imagine how hard it is for these characters. So before anyone like maybe like gets upset at like Takamaro for kicking Eito out, or even like all anything like that, I would just say like you gotta always like put yourself in these characters' shoes, and it is one of those situations where like I'm not, again, like always, I don't force anyone to feel a certain way. Your opinions are valid, just like my opinion is valid. I think that like it's how Hiroko feels is like more than rational. You know what I mean? In terms of like how nervous she is and how upset she is. And it's also interesting story-wise and character-wise.
You truly understand
to have Hiroko.
You've turned my hate into love.
To act in a way that is out of character for her, which is like because she's upset. Before she would always be like, we just have to respect your decision, and now she brought up like, oh, you're gonna use your team leader powers against us, which is something she would never say before. She was always the first one to be like, listen to Takumi. You may not agree with his decision, but listen to him. I think it's one of those things that's harder, and it's a very human thing. Once it affects you, then like sometimes people are like, oh, okay. And you think back to all the other times you probably told people to be like, hey, respect the decision. Now you're like, oh, that's how it feels, Time for bed. Another day is done. Time goes by an hour at a time, so it's calm. It's so calm, it's eerie. Really eerie. In any case, preparing for battle includes getting enough rest. I need to hit the sack 110. I close my eyes and let my consciousness fade into sleep. We're getting a flashback here? No, okay. I thought it had the energy of a flashback era thing, but I guess not.
Get for you, glory.
I better get up. Or maybe I'll stay in bed just for a little more. You tired? Oh, that goes against that. We have 14 days left. For the love of... I got up in bed with a deep sigh, glaring at the door as I made my way over to it. Is it Gaku? The moment I opened at a crack, the person on the other side threw it wide open. Hey man, what are you doing sleeping the day away? Don't you know what time it is? Is it time for the party? What time didn't the wake-up call just play? I stayed up all night because of you, bro. You didn't even bring me a snack or anything. I do apologize about that. You were working for us and I didn't give you anything. He's very, very right to be upset about that. I love that he's like so work-focused. He's like, where's my mandated break, basically, Oh, sorry, you were really up all night? I got lost in the sauce once I started. I guess this is just my thing. Gaku gives the energy of like, so he's such a hard worker, right? But Gaku gives the energy of like the dude who like is working on this like this old person's house, as like a handyman. And then he goes home, he's like, they didn't offer me a cup of tea once. Like the very Irish thing. Just didn't even offer me a sandwich or a cup of tea or anything, like, Anyway, we're all set. It's so freaking sick. I should be charging admission. I cannot wait to see this. By the way, I don't know if it's I think it might be British as well, but like in Ireland, like it's like customary almost, like if handymen are like working on your house, you make them tea or something like that. It's not like an obligation, but it's like a very like traditional thing, I don't know if that's the same everywhere. You probably do it in America as well, where you like I've seen in movies, it's like, hey, here's some lemonade, yeah. The party doesn't start until the sun goes down, and then we're gonna go off. Knowing Gaku, this is going to be incredible. After finishing his exciting babbling, Gaku took off running. I can't read today. He's as loud as ever, so it's happening after the sun sets. What's he planning this time? A barbecue or a festival like before? Whatever it is, I better keep it to myself for now, or Gaku will never let me hear the end of it. I'm so excited because like all the stuff that's happening is so horrible, right? We can't forget that all the stuff, the decisions we made, what's happening out in the school, what's happening outside of it, what's happening in the world. But it's hard not to just be excited to see what this is going to be. I went to the cafeteria but just grabbed a light meal to eat in my room. After that, I decided to kill some time until sunset. Now then, what should I do until nighttime? Okay, fair enough. So we're going to go do a bonding event with Eito. I'm very nervous about this. But it's the way. It's the way things go, guys. We got to do a bonding event. How are you, my gal? Let's do the book cover. There we go. I'm nervous.
You truly understand me, Takumi. You've turned my hate into
The voice actor for Eito is so good as well. There we go. Let's see what it's like. Let's see what it is.
I'm still in disbelief. All these memories of mine were just made up?
Are we about to have a sentimental conversation with Eito?
That humanity would stoop to such levels to force us to fight. This proves their ugliness beyond any shadow of a doubt.
I don't disagree at all.
I'm no longer interested in recalling the past. The only good memories I have are of my time here with all of you.
Oh my, Eito? I think this is like it's being sold as sincere, right?
Even if I spent most of my time in a cage or outside the academy, it was still a good time.
Eito. And like, you know what's actually like heartbreaking about this as well though? Eito was saying this in comparison to the memories he has, you know what I mean? This to him was a good time staying in this cage. You know? Or outside with the Futurums. This is a good time for him.
Well then, I shouldn't be wasting my energy thinking about those ugly humans I've never actually
Yeah,
met.
they suck.
I'm done with that. Someone like me has no right to criticize.
Jesus Christ, man, this is making my I have a heavy feeling in the pit of my stomach. Wow, that's how it ends. I have no right to criticize. Wild ending. Wild ending to that. And I think the reason, again, a sentimental conversation with Eito that honestly, like, is very sad to me just because, again, you guys know all my feelings on Eito. You know, like, my feelings of what happened. You know my feelings on how people are allowed to not trust him. But here's what I'll say, right? Again, like I said, he is also a victim in this situation. And, like, it's so crazy that in comparison to all the bad memories he has, being in a cage was better for him. Being locked in a cage and getting, like, scraps of food every once in a while, better than, you know, his life and his memory, you know? Is Gaku here to get me? When I opened the door, I was surprised by the visitor standing there. Oh, Nozomi. Did you hear? Gaku's having some kind of party. Oh, you don't say. He said he wants us all to meet in the schoolyard, so Moko and I split up to get everyone. You'll come too, won't you? Of course. Oh my god. Of course. Yeah, of course. The schoolyard, you said. Right. I don't know what's going on to happen, but it's been a while since we've held any kind of event. I'm sure it'll be fun. The last time was the pool party, right? Come to think of it, it really has been a while. We've been so busy confronting one truth after another, we haven't exactly been in the mood for parties, of course. Another thing, Takumi, can we talk at some point tonight? Alone? Yes. 100%. That's no problem for me. Great, see you later then. With that, Nozomi left my room. Huh? She wants to talk alone. I wonder what that's about. But first up is Gaku's event. I better get to the school year. Where last time she tried to profess her love and then she fainted. So it might be something to do with that as well again. It makes perfect sense, by the way, that that Moko and Nozomi are the ones to like get everyone and gather everyone up. Hey, Takamaru. What's the deal with Gaku calling us all to the schoolyard? This ain't the time for us to be pissing around. If it's something stupid, I'm so out. Here's the thing. I actually think that now... Oh, sorry about that. Now is the time for us to kind of like be pissing around a bit. Takamaru griped and complained as he headed off to the schoolyard. I get what Takamaru was saying, but like, we don't know what's going to happen in the next 14 days. A party isn't going to like be the worst thing in the world, I just feel like, you know? For me personally, I don't think it's the worst thing in the world. By the time I made it to the schoolyard, it was just starting to get dark. No way. We're having a barbecue, Helium. Is he doing a bonfire? I've never had a barbecue at school before. I'm gonna get to do it under a real open sky too. That's so amazing. What'd you think? Pretty sweet, right? And I set it up all on my own. I know you did. What about everything I did? No good deed goes unpunished, huh? We got the materials, but he clearly like built it, you know? But what is he doing here? Sorry. Eito's still getting a cold shoulder, understandably so.
Yeah.
Forget that. Check this out. I'm gonna start making the final preparation. Oh my god, Gaku, that's so smart. Instead of saying, let him stay here, he changes the subject. Final preparations, isn't everything ready yet? Wait, what's that? Is it fireworks? Oh no, it's the bonfire he's gonna do. I thought we were gonna do fireworks again. That big wooden frame, is that for the barbecue too? You know it. The piece de resistance.
Let's freaking go!
Let's go. Gaku used the lighter and set the ball of a piece of paper alight and tossed it into the middle of the massive wooden frame. That's what's so crazy about Gaku, by the way. He's like he's the one who like realistically gets worried about stuff the most. He's the most scared of every character, but he actually is like a handyman extraordinaire. You know what I mean? The flames immediately spread across the wood. Oh my god! Look at this! Look at this! That is so beautiful! Bonfires are very pretty. A massive pillar of flames lit up in the night sky with a red glow. Oh my god, Gaku!
Wow, it's beautiful. What is this?
Oh, and of course Kaku hasn't seen this before either.
That is some bonfire.
Oh.
Are we burning up a big piece of trash?
I'm gonna cry. This is so beautiful.
I'll stink the place up if you burn me.
Shoma, look, it's a beautiful moment.
That's not right. It must be a ritual for
Oh
burning
my
the
god.
dead. A cremation.
They all have their own like their personalities are injected into this moment.
Are you guys really going to throw me in? Womp womp. Wrong again. The answer is... Womp womp. Wrong again. The answer is...
Oh my god.
It's a campfire, isn't it?
Yeah,
That's right. A campfire.
it's beautiful, Gaku. It's beautiful.
People used to do this back in the day. They'd all sit around the fire with their pals.
I'm going to die. By the way, I never noticed on his back pockets, Gaku has a frog and a pig on his back pocket.
At least that's what my little brothers told me they saw in some old fairy tale.
Oh, he's still referencing his little brothers.
Even that's a false memory. But still,
Yeah, it's you have to embrace it in a way, right?
Ugh, shut it, man. Don't keep reminding
Holy
me.
hell, Gaku! He always outdoes himself at these parties.
not bad, Marco.
It's so beautiful. Oh my god, they even had the animation there. It's really incredible. I've seen plenty of undying flames, but I've never seen a normal fire climb so high before. That's such a beautiful way of putting it. We've been seeing undying flames for nearly 100 days now in this route, right? Undying flames this, undying flames that, flame boy, all this stuff. But now we are witnessing right in front of us, right? A flame that is about like companionship, conversation, and good memories rising higher than even the undying flames. The complex is always restricted about open fires. Wow. I can't say I blame no one who was inside a satellite. If the place went up in flames, it would have been a goddamn disaster. Do they have like underfloor heating or something? That's right, which means the people in there have never had a campfire before. That's so freaking... Wow. It's just for us here on this planet. How do you like that? You guys jealous? Tell him, Gaku! He's telling all the people on the satellite. That's amazing. Gaku shot up the artificial satellite in the sky. He's right too. You're so right, Gaku. I'm gonna shout up there too. Honestly, it really is an impressive piece of work. I've never seen anything like that. Me neither. Not counting the time I had the loser gets grilled on a steel plate match. That is, wow. And that was just a false memory anyway. Knock it off, dude. We're trying to forget all that. Maybe we shouldn't try to force ourselves to forget. Kako? I mean, even if they're not real, those memories are still really informative for all of us, right? They were. So I just think, why not just treasure them as lovely memories that made us who we are? I don't think your memories were lovely, but I get what she's saying. They didn't actually happen, so we have to keep them alive in our hearts instead. That's right, even if they're not real, there's nothing wrong with thinking of them fondly, is there? No, there's not. There's nothing wrong with that. They're not so easy to let go of either. I think it's okay to hold on to them and cherish them too. Oh, with Katawa as well. We don't need to force them out or give them up. Wow. Wow, this is amazing. Oh, Shion! Yeah, no, I get what they're saying. They're kind of saying that, like, even though, like, the memories weren't perfect and, like, they're fake memories, their personalities and how they interact with other people going forward are going to be based on, like, their former memories. You know, they are going to be. And it's hard to, like, get to shake them away from you. So now, like, we have, like, this option we could forget them, which is true. We could just forget them. But I think, like, you know, the other option of, like, embracing those good times still as a part of, like, a formative part of your life is not a bad idea.
Huh.
Sean, you made it. We were waiting for you. We're having a campfire together. Aw, Tsubasa. You're literally made it of fire, so I don't know if it makes that much of a difference to you. He's gonna love this. But I can't eat with all of you. You can just enjoy the vibes, right? Come on, join us. Yeah, some vibes. If that's good enough for you, I'm happy to join. Let's enjoy the vibes. This is incredible, Kaku, what you've done. All right, let's forget our worries and woes and eat until we're stuffed. Drink up and have some fun, Gaku. This is amazing. What a perfect choice. If he's trying to do camaraderie, campfires are perfect for this. Campfires are not only perfect for stories, having a good time, but also deep, meaningful conversations happen at campfires too. People get to know each other. You know, it's almost like a period of time where everyone's like so like relaxed that like they kind of like are like not that anyone's not their true self before this, you know what I mean? But like it is like a showcase of like people's feelings sometimes too. It's a beautiful place. It is. Time to party all together now. Eito. Sorry, it's not that like I'm just thinking like how sore that would be to cry right now. I can't see the flames like you see them, but I can feel them, the same light coming from all of you. Jesus, Eito. What? As fake as they were, your memories were all so wonderful. I'm sure they were painful and sad, but they're all lovely memories that gave you the reason to live. Mine weren't like that. There were no love, no affection, just resentment and hatred. That's the thing, you did have horrible memories. I will say, like, you know, the Rumi clearly had some bad memories, some horrific memories, and Kaku and Ima also had, like, really, really dark memories, too. Those emotions were what drove me. I was in agony every day. Eito. And when I learned they were all fabricated, that the hatred consumed me was nothing but a lie, I honestly wanted to die. I wanted to be free from this pain. So horrible to even think about that, like, you know, again, those implanted memories that like someone would do that to someone, because again, even if they're like false, you made Eito truly believe he hated humanity. But not only that, right? It's also the fact that, like, imagine having a motivator for your whole life of moving forward as like I have a justified hatred for humans, and all of a sudden you find out that none of it was real. Right? Now, some humans, as we said, the people at the Kamakura General Hospital still are horrible humans. But this motivator for your whole entire existence no longer is true. I was so tired of holding on to this loathing for so long. But you guys still want to live, even after learning your memories weren't real. Frankly, I envy that. Wow. I wish I could feel the same way. So like the motivator for him was like seeing us like move on. That's why I destroyed my eyes. I wanted to see past your outer ugliness down to the beauty inside. So, oh my god, so he ripped out his eyes, and we kind of like got this idea that he wanted to just like not see us like physically, but he's also saying like this beauty of you guys moving on, of you guys embracing your past and moving forward, it made me want to like see you for who you are on the inside. That's one way to put it. I know that even if I want to change, it's not something that's going to come easy. But trying is the only way I'll ever catch up to you guys. My opponent in this fight isn't really an invaders. It's my old self. How much can I change? I'm not so sure myself. Again, this is like what I said, like you have these deep conversations at the campfire sometime. When I step up, I want to step up to that challenge and find my own reason to live.
I won't ask you to have faith in me, but I hope you will let me fight with
Wow. And again, it is like, so I think he's actually like, again, I know I'm probably gonna have the hat on me again of like fell for it again, you know, that type of thing, you know, I'm gonna have the fell for it again award. But I sense there's because of the way, again, there's Eito's personality mixed in with this as well. The too nice Eito was not Eito's personality. But the fact that he's like normalizing the idea of ripping out his own eyes, that is an Eito personality trait. But again, what he's saying here is like, is generally just like, I ripped out my eyes in order to see the true beauty in all of you. I want to fight alongside you because of that. Because I see this true beauty. And again, that's why I'm saying I kind of trust it, because Eito as a character, Eito as, again, I'm not excusing any of the stuff that's happened. I want to make that clear. But I'm saying just as like, is if he's telling the truth. Eito as a character is a character who, like, doesn't have a social norms, quote unquote. So slipping in like very casually, I ripped out my own eyes as that's a very Eito thing to do. That's why I think it's like, you know, accurate.
And that someday I can stand alongside you with
Jesus,
pride.
Eito. He's letting it all out. We silently listened to everything Eito had to say. I couldn't speak for the others, but his words had struck a chord with me, at the very least. As I said, no excuse. I'm not, again, you don't have to say it, but like, it's hard not to look at a victim of a freaking horrible, horrific experiment and not just feel like, holy hell, this could have been prevented. Hey everybody, I know we've been through some stuff, but I don't think this is the Eito we once knew. Why don't we acknowledge his... What a complete waste of our time that monologue was. Hiroko. This whole campfire was for Eito's benefit, wasn't it? Huh? Oh, is that true, Gaku? Well, Takumi did ask me to put something together, but I just handled planning the event itself. If these are the lengths you've gone to, then fine, I won't stand in your way. So... Man, I don't even care, I'm so starving, can we get to eating already? So what they're saying is, and it's a very Takawara Hiroko move, which is like, you've shown your will. You've shown how far you're willing to go. It's like, okay, Jesus Christ, yeah, fine. You know, fine. And to me, like, for Takuma and Hiroko to go that far for a character that has not only betrayed them, but has killed Hiroko in a different timeline, that is huge. Let's have ourselves a cute little meal together. Why did this one line hit me in the heart so hard? So I'm allowed to stay.
Oh.
Do I have to explain every little thing to you? I thought you at least had enough brain cells to generate a spark. I think she means it's okay, though. Actually, generally, if Hiroko says something like this to you, you kind of are part of the team. You know what I mean? If Hiroko speaks like this to you, it's when Hiroko doesn't want to speak to you at all. That's when you know you're in trouble. When if Hiroko speaks like this to you, that means she's like, yeah, sure, you're part of the team, you know? Thank you. This is wild, man. Thank you, my hideous friends. Again, this is why I'm saying it's like, that's why I think it's true. Eito was slipping in parts of his own personality. This is a wild conversation. He's never going to stop talking like that, is he? I guess I just have to accept it. Okay, then let's party. The party commence. Campfire hype, let's go. As Gaku spoke, we all surrounded the massive fire. Oh my god.
Wow. I thought this would feel kind of barbaric, but eating around a fire like this isn't so bad.
Look at all these characters. Look at this. Yugumu like standing there with Kaku and Ima. Ima's looking a lot taller than he usually does. Eito like with the Converse. Tsubasa's outfit is actually pretty great, by the way. I love the white and black. Look at Gaku. He's so happy that he did all this. Takawara ripping into the meat. Hiroko like sitting in like the comfiest chair, of course. She deserves it after that. So amazing. Shion there standing in the middle too. I guess the race here also, but like there's Shoma and yeah, like it's a really nice situation. Moko's handing out food. Nozomi there's talking to Ima. Nozomi even having a casual conversation. I don't know why, it just makes my heart so warm. You know what I mean? Because that's how far they've come. I'm saying that's how far the journey has come. Ima would not have a casual conversation with anyone 100 days ago. Wow.
The burning flames make such a lovely
They
sound.
do. It's such a relaxing sound.
It's so beautiful, too. This is my first time seeing a real fire.
Hey, couldn't you have made a campfire in way less time with Shion's help?
But we got dying flames, right?
No way, dude! With stuff like this, the effort you put into getting it started is half the
So
fun.
true. Oh my. While there's nothing wrong with getting convenient stuff, right, by the way, as well, by the way. But like, yeah, the whole thing of starting, like, you know, creating the campfire, seeing the fruits of your labor is sometimes a fun thing, right, with that stuff. Obviously, like, again, if you can do things with convenience, 100% do it. But I do love the idea, just like Gaku loves, like, just like his handiwork.
And need I remind you, you are strictly forbidden from wasting undying flames.
And you're strictly forbidden for giving orders ever again.
What is it that we're supposed to do after we're done eating
Oh my
anyway?
god, they don't even know what to do after the eating part.
According to what I've read, when humanity lived on Earth, they would do things like dance around the fire.
Sounds like fun.
Oh my god, they're all gonna dance.
I'll pass.
Hiroko, you know for a fact that amazing dress, like you're so tall. I guarantee you she's the best dancer of everyone. I guarantee you she's like such a good dancer.
Me too. It sounds embarrassing.
You don't have to ever dance if you don't want to. Ever.
We don't have to do anything in particular, do we? It's fun just chatting
Yeah.
and eating.
Then why don't we talk about things we normally wouldn't? We can all expose our most embarrassing
That is a very,
stories.
that honestly, somewhat campfires type things.
Why the hell would we do that?
It's fun. Not like, it doesn't have to be embarrassing stories, but like you can talk about like, you know, again, deep, meaningful conversations. Have a conversation, you know? Bring up something you want to talk about. You know, for fun.
All of our memories are fake, so there's really nothing to be embarrassed about anymore.
Interesting way to put it. It's like, hey, like anything embarrassing from my past, I never did it.
I'm still not doing it. My cringe phase is my
No, she had a cringe phase. But like everyone has like a phase where they're not like they look back and they're like, oh, what was I dressed like? But like I don't know. I think once they get to a certain age, like then you look back at your pride with it. Like I look back and like my pure emo days, and like I think, I mean like even like my like my emo phase or whatever, like, you know, and like I still like emo music. You know, when like I would like, you know, dress for emo and stuff like that as well. I remember like at first, like when you like turn like a, you know, you're a little bit older, you look back and you're like, oh my god, what was I doing? But then a few years later, you're like, man, that was cool. I liked it. You know what I mean?
Isn't this supposed to be Mr. Aotsuki's welcome party? Shouldn't he go first?
Honestly, Ema, great
you
input.
Want to hear my most embarrassing story? Well, it happened back at the complex.
Kind of worried.
Well, hold it. If you start monologuing, the rest of us won't be able to say anything.
Okay.
Well, then I'll take this opportunity to share a message.
No.
15-year-old Kei Kano from the Tokyo Residential Complex.
Stop! We're trying to forget everything and have fun here.
Again, this game knows that what you're thinking in every moment. Yes, stop trying to be manipulative. I stepped away from the circle, chatting around to the fire to grab a drink when...
Takumi.
Yes. Nozomi whispered from behind me. Nozomi, how is it? Are you having fun? Yes, so much fun. Remember how I mentioned before that I wanted to talk with you alone? Right, what is it? I'm just going to come right out and say it. Nozomi spoke with a tense expression, her eyes cast downwards.
When this is all over, when we get back to a normal life, would you like to go out somewhere with me?
Oh my god, Takumi. Look at his face. Takumi!
We
That's
could
adorable.
Do karaoke, a movie, a meal, or even just go for a walk.
Nozomi.
Really, I don't mind what we do.
This was very brave in Nozomi as well. Nozomi. Oh my god. I love these two so much.
Just so long as we do it together.
Oh my god. I was stunned. I never have anticipated an invitation like this. Sorry to spring this on you all of a sudden. I was just hoping to have something to look forward to. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. I feel like it'll help me get through the upcoming fight. Oh my god. You don't have to answer right away. I just think about it, okay? Look at his face. Is that not an answer? Is that not the answer right there? Look at it. Look at him. There's always smiling. She was trying to cover for her embarrassment, then retreated back to struggle. It takes a lot of energy and bravery to do that. It takes a lot of bravery to do that. After that, we continued to talk about anything that came into our heads, never running out of topics for conversation. Sometimes we kidded around, and sometimes we talked about the future in earnest. Some kept drinking and eating, and some dozed off as they grew tired. We all had fun in our own way until late into the night. Wait, is it over? Oh, it's over. It's a 87. I'm gonna end the episode here because I don't know what's gonna happen next. I like these three dots again. I know I say this every episode, every morning. Is it battle time? But you never know. Because she did say she's gonna have some interesting stuff for us left when we come back. Veshness. Okay, so let's talk about this episode. Beautiful way to end it. Like a really beautiful way to end it. Again, it's always like dark in the background. Even with the beautiful moments, there's always like a dark undertone to this as well. Because like, you know, it's like one of those things where it's like, yes, we're having this beautiful moment and we're trying to block all the stuff out of our mind. But the stuff we're trying to block out of our mind is the fact that like we're about to commit an atrocity, right? And that's what's so like dark about it as well. But like, you know, as always in Last Defense Academy, there's like this like really interesting thing where like a beautiful moment will happen and then like there's a melancholic and very dark undertone always, if that makes sense. This whole episode felt like it was like this kind of like, you know, the last episode was Eito asking to join this group. This episode was like Eito like trying to like put in this initiative to join the group. And it all culminated with that party, right? It was like a lot of like a lack of trust, which is understandable from characters. And then it culminated like all with that lack of trust with this party at the end. And it wasn't like the fact that like we all had this great time together that Hiroko was like, oh yeah, fine, you can join the team. It was the fact that again, it's very Hiroko of Hiroko to be like, this means this much to you. Okay, let's do it then. You know, she didn't forgive him. She doesn't trust him fully, but she saw the determination in Takumi to kind of make this work. And as you said, I've said it throughout the whole episode. It's not that I agree. Are the birds outside or in the game? other than the game. It's not that I agree with Eito joining the group. It's not that I forgive Eito or all this stuff. It's not that that's what it is. I acknowledge that he is like a victim in all this, and I acknowledge that his mind was warped by the academy. But as you said, like once he's joined the group, he should be allowed to get a meal. He should be allowed, have his bed or whatever. Like, he doesn't have to be friends with anyone. You don't have to talk to him at all. But he should be allowed to like get the benefits of like at least like the stuff that we, the necessary benefits that we would get as well, right? Now you could argue you could get a meal in the cage 100%, but you get what I'm saying. I feel like it's like it's one of those things like we decide to let him join, we have to like deal with the consequences and also like deal with what's going to happen after that. But yeah, I thought that the way they like accepted him was great because it didn't betray anyone's personality. It was like we accept him, but we don't really accept him. We accept him because you, Takumi, have this determination to pull the group together, right? And I do love that. I love the way they did that because again, it would have been like very strange for Hiroko of a character to kind of be like, wow, a lovely campfire. You know what, Eito? You're all right. That wouldn't have made sense. It wouldn't have made sense whatsoever. It wouldn't have made sense. Like Takamura maybe having a long conversation with Eito would have made sense. But again, you have to look at it from the perspective of these academy students. Hiroko was murdered. Takamura's brain was washed by this academy. He saw Eito betray us. Here's the thing, like we saw like a lot of this. Well, we saw the betrayal this time, and in the other routes he betrayed us as well. You have to understand from their perspective, it's like this guy to them is dangerous, and it makes sense that they wouldn't want to trust him. And I love the conclusion is we're not going to be best buds. We're not going to have a conversation. But now that the decision is made, he is joining the team. Personally, again, my decisions have been different in the past while, keep fighting, all this stuff as well. Like, it's been different, right? But again, since we're here now, we're dealing with the situation we have right now, even if it is like a dark situation. Because again, you guys know, I acknowledge that like the atrocities we're about to commit and the atrocities that the world has already committed, evil, horrible, right? But the game isn't shying away from that. The game still tries to talk with the idea of like what we're about to do and like what we're about to like. And I love the Eitos like they want to bring it up all the time. You know what I mean? Because like it is like something we need to be reminded of sometimes. It's like, hey, we're about to do something horrible. We really are. Yeah, I thought that was like a great way of doing like not the reconciliation but the kind of acceptance. Gaku designed this whole party. It was really, really pretty. And of course, Gaku is like a designer at heart anyway, so like it made sense that he was able to do this stuff. Absolutely incredible. And I guess it's like one of those situations now with Gaku that like it's just his calling. He's like a handyman. He's so good at like event organizing. He could do this outside as well. And he's just happy to see like his work because again, he did all the time, every single time with Gaku. He always starts to do like organize an event with an ulterior motive, right? I just got praised, or like, oh, I'm gonna get like money or whatever, But then as soon as like he starts doing it and organizes it, it all becomes about the party. He's like, this is amazing. You know what I mean? I love this party. I love what I've done. Look what I was able to create, and I think it's a beautiful thing too. Love the campfire conversations. Love the interactions between all the characters at the campfire. So amazing as well. But again, this was about like Eito, kind of like the growing pains of Eito coming back into the group as well. Which again, you don't have to fully agree with. I don't fully agree with. But it's just the way things are now in this story, right? In the end, Nozomi like basically like asked Takumi out, which is a very brave thing to do. Like I'm so proud of her to be able to do this. And again, it's one of those things. It doesn't matter if like you're a boy, girl, if you're whatever gender you are. It does not matter. It is a difficult thing to ask somebody out sometimes, and especially like in the midst of all this situation, to walk up to someone at a campfire and be like, "Hey, can we go out somewhere sometime?" And I know she didn't get a yes, but Takumi's face was a yes. Takumi's face was a please. Takumi's face was I cannot believe it, I'm going to cry. That's what his face was. Yeah, it just makes sense. Guys, that's going to do for this episode. I think that it was like a very like, I was going to say like, it wasn't like a very like, it was a deep episode, but it wasn't an episode like where like so many shocking things happened, which like is nice to have a break sometimes, it is. So I'm very, very happy that we got to have like a campfire at least. But always, as we said, in the back of our mind is the horrible atrocities that are about to happen in this game. It's hard not to just look at the counter as like a countdown to some horrible stuff that's going to happen. With that though, guys, I want to say thank you so much to the Never Gonna Play the Baby Gangster tier on Patreon. That's my patrons at the highest tier. Thank you to Ty4R2, Jamie Bull, Johnny the Banana, The Ghost in Yuzuma, Felicious Felix, Yule, Radish, Anusta, Links Markey, The Assassin, True Peanut Butter, Peter Shelson, Leon, High Kasparian, Jared Beanham, and the highest tier of my YouTube, Royal Gamer 7 and Blasco. And I'll see you all so soon. Bye bye.